Hey everybody, it's Mickey Kaiser with War Room Relics with another video for you. Today's item is from the Civil War period, but it concerns the Civil War, but it's actually made a little bit later, from the late 1800s, 1880s, 1890s, somewhere in there. And what we got for you today is a magic lantern slide. I'll try and put this up here to where the glare doesn't kill it. Now this technology actually came about in the 17th century. They were used in Europe. And what they would do is take just a piece of glass and paint an image on it to use it to help enhance their storytelling times. They would place this into a device that normally had like an oil lantern or something like that behind a lens that would project the image on the glass onto a painted wall or a cloth or something like that that would contrast with the images that was projected out. It was just to help their storytelling time so everybody didn't have to use their imagination because, as we all know, some people have them and some don't. Anyway, as technology advanced with these, the British and the Americans were both making these around the turn of the century. The way you tell the difference between the British-made magic lantern slides and the American-made ones are the dimensions of the glass itself. The British, their magic lantern slides are squared off. They're 3 1/4 high. They're 3 1/4 wide. The American-made slides are 3 1/4 high and 4 inches wide. So that's how you can tell real quick. Plus, back then, they were really proud of their work. So a lot of, most every one of these I've seen, somewhere along this black paper tape that bonds the two pieces of glass together, you'll find the maker and the maker's address. It's usually a photographic studio. This particular one was made by T.H. McAllister up in New York. This particular slide is of the Andersonville prison. It was a Confederate prisoner of war camp down in Andersonville, Georgia. These were made by drawing an image onto a piece of glass and then sealing that off, or basically protecting the image with another plate of glass over top of it, and then the tape bound them together. These things have great detail to them. Most of them are black and white, but as you'll see, there are a few that have been colorized. This one is going to show you a lot of detail. I can't see what I'm looking at, so hopefully it's showing up good for you guys. But you'll see the wooden stockade that was built to house the prisoners. In the center, you'll see their only source of supply as far as water goes, flowing through the center of the camp. You'll see the prisoners on the left and right-hand sides. This thing has enough detail to it to where you can see the guard post. In the distance, you'll see a train that's offloaded another set of prisoners of war, and you'll see them being marched into the stockade. These are pretty neat little things when you come across them. I've had a few of them in the past. It's hard to hold these up to where you can see what they are without that paper. But anyway, it was just a form, basically, not actually a moving picture. These were before moving pictures, but these were the forerunners to, say, a PowerPoint presentation or something like that. It was a way to entertain the audience, to engage them, so that they didn't have to just use their imaginations. And, you know, some of us got them, some don't. And then the guys that don't, they just sit back there and wander off into space. Anyway, if you want to know more about these, you can find this one listed on War Room Relics. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to give me a call. And before we close out today, just like to say a word or two about Memorial Day. For those of us that have served in the military, especially in the last 20 years or so, if you've been in the military any time in the last 20 years, you've more than likely got a battle buddy or a shipmate, or however you refer to your fellow servicemen by. You probably got a couple that got deployed and didn't come home. That's what this day is all about. This day was set aside after the Civil War, they called it Decoration Day. That's when they went out and decorated the graves of the Civil War soldiers who were killed and never made it home. For the lucky families that had their loved ones brought home to be buried, they could actually go there and decorate them. For those more or less fortunate, you know, a lot of the guys that were killed during the Civil War never made it back home to be buried, especially on the Confederate side of the house. But anyway, in 1971, that's when they made it a national holiday, declared it Memorial Day, and it's to recognize the service and the sacrifices of the men and women who have served this nation and gave up their lives to protect our freedoms. Hopefully you had a great weekend. You had a barbecue. You had your friends and families over and had a great time. But before you close out your day today, just stop, take your head off, say a silent prayer for those who went before us, who didn't return. Hope you all had a great weekend. We'll see you again soon. Thanks.